Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lindsey's Little Library. So today is BookList Thursday. BookList Thursday is something I do with Sarah over at Sarah's Nightstand. We come to you every Thursday with some sort of book thoughts, ideas, book recommendations, something bookish related. So today's topic, kind of in lieu of like the post-Valentine's Day vibe, sometimes some breakups happen around this time of year. We're going to talk about authors that we have broken up with, or I have a few that I'm about to break up with. So these would be authors that just aren't doing it for me anymore. It doesn't mean they're bad authors. Some of them are fantastic authors, just not for me. So I have a few in mind that I'll talk about and give you some reasons. And then a couple that I'm considering and I'm looking for your thoughts and opinions on. So let's get started with the ones I'm for sure breaking up with. Ellen Hillenbrand is one that I have broken up with. I've read 2 of her books and they're fine. They're good for like that easy romantic feel to it. Just a little too slow for me, and I'm usually looking for a little more mystery or drama or a little bit more to them. So like I said, totally fine. My mom actually loves Ellen Hillenbrand, reads most of her books, which is cool and easy because I can always find a book for her, but just not for me. Another author I've broken up with is, and this is going to be a little controversial, is John Green. Hear me out. I'm a 38-year-old woman, and he writes kind of YA, and not that I shouldn't like YA because of that, but not for me. Not for me. I did love A Fault in the Stars. I still recommend that book. I think it's fantastic. People need to read it. But I read Looking for Alaska, which I thought was just one girl having a really big pity party. Didn't really love it. I also read, what's the Catherines? An Abundance of Catherines? And just, I don't even think I finished that one. Just not for me. So yeah, me and John Green, we're over. We're over. Another one that I used to read constantly and every book that she came out with is Janet Ivanovich. We're taking a break. Maybe we'll call it that. I still love her One for the Money series with Stephanie Plum. She's hilarious. It just gets a little predictable, and I think we just need a break. Because yes, the same thing happens. I have learned I need to listen to audiobooks if I'm going to listen to her, that like buying the book and having the books is just not worth it to me anymore. It would be something that, like, you know, if I ran into her book in the library, sitting on the end cap, I may pick it up, may not read it, might bring it back a couple of times. I may get to it if I'm in the mood for some crazy adventure, because they are fun. They are going to make me laugh. It's just, they're not ones that I like need to devour as soon as they come out. So we're just taking a break. And then I have 3 authors that I'm honestly considering breaking up with. So the first one, again, a little controversial, is B.A. Paris. Now, Behind Closed Doors, phenomenal book. One of my favorite books of all time. Seriously, amazing. But she's kind of gone downhill since then. So her next book was The Breakdown. It was fine. Still kept me interested. Still had a good mystery to it. And then her latest one was Bring Me Back. Ugh. No. So if she's continuing on this trend, her and I just can't hang out anymore. We just can't. But Behind Closed Doors is phenomenal. So definitely pick this one up, but maybe pass the other ones. Another one that I'm considering, I'm going to give this one, at least I'm going to give these 2 authors one more chance, is Anita Shreve. I've read a couple of her books and they're just slow, but I've heard really great things about The Pilot's Wife. Really great things about The Pilot's Wife. So I'm trying to figure out what the ones I read. I know one was A Wedding in December, I believe. Was that one of them? I'm asking you like you're going to answer me. Here they are. Yep, A Wedding in December, Light on Snow, and Sea Glass. And Fortune's Rocks. Wow, I've given her a lot of chances, is what I've read. And they're just a little slow. But I am definitely, I've heard really good things about this one. There's a bit of a secret life involved. The wife tries to figure that out, I believe. So we're going to give Anita Shreve one more try and see if we're going to continue on with our relationship or if we're going to be done. And then the last one, and this is all thanks to Krista, because if it wasn't for Krista from Books and Jams, Celeste, Ning, and I would be done. We'd be over. It'd be over. But Krista ensures me that I need to give her one last shot, and I trust Krista. She's smart. She knows me. So she did send me little flyers everywhere. Little fires everywhere for our 12 Books of Christmas gift exchange. And she's not the only one. I've heard this from a few other people that I need to give this one a shot. I read her first book, was Everything I Never Told You, and did not enjoy it at all. It was, to me, a book about nothing. But we're going to give this a whirl. Oh, I just thought of another one I'm going to break up with too. Anyways, family drama is all I've been told, and we're gonna give it a try, right? And then just looking at this, because Paula Hawkins says this is witty, wise, and tender, but then I'm thinking, but Paula Hawkins, you disappointed me heavily with Into the Water. Girl on the Train was fine, but Into the Water was like, oh my God, Paula, you could have done so much more with that. So Paula Hawkins and I are also over. Wow, I am leaving some relationships in the dust here, aren't I? But those are my authors I've either broken up with or considering breaking up with. And honestly, there's no shame in breaking up with an author. In my theory is we have a limited amount of reading time in our lives, and I want to make sure that that reading time is something that I'm truly enjoying and it's keeping me interested. And so it's not saying that these are bad authors. They are fantastic authors. They're just not for me, and that's okay. They might be for you, and that's awesome. Go read them. There's plenty of authors I love that I'm sure you guys are like, what are you doing? Why are you reading that? It's totally fine. And that's like the most amazing thing about the love of reading is we can all share in this hobby and this experience and then all have different tastes. It's great. So those are my authors that I'm done with or almost done with. Comment below about the Celeste Ning and the Anita Shreve if I need to. Let me know what your thoughts are. I am definitely going to give Little Fires Everywhere a try. And we'll see where we go from there. Otherwise, head over to Sarah's channel. The link is below. Check out the authors she's broken up with. I have an idea on one of them, but that's about it. So I don't know what she's picked. Otherwise, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.